I got into this in unexpected ways. As a college student going down a business path, I stumbled into some friendships with some young people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Many of these young people were feeling very isolated and disconnected. And that was really where the most powerful form of ministry could happen, was simply getting involved in people's lives. The presence of people with disabilities is becoming more and more prominent. But for the most part, this is just not on the radar of most people. We have some congregations, some businesses, some schools that are really doing a great job and shining, but the vast majority, it's not that they're resistant to doing this, it's more that they're just not even aware that this is a deep need in their community. Partly what we're trying to do is help people think about their community maybe in a much broader way and realize there's a lot more people out there than you might know about, and that by getting to know them, it might actually benefit you in some way. We start off often with this ministry to people with disabilities because we notice they're often on the peripheries of community life or not involved in some way. But when we do that, and we don't do it where we're kind of at arm's length, but we actually get involved in someone's life, we actually start to see that we have something to gain from that as well. Over and over, I think we're seeing people who will say, I started off thinking this was going to be good for them, but I'm learning more about who I am. That notion of who is the giver and receiver get overturned really quickly, and they talk about how their community is stronger. You can't feel like you belong as a member of a group. It's in an individual basis, not just volunteering in a Sunday morning program, but going to have a cup of coffee, inviting someone to a movie, asking someone over to watch the big game or whatever it is. Those are the ways you help someone feel like they belong. And what's great about that is none of those gestures require any expertise or training or knowledge about disabilities. A great starting point is to say, what is it that helps me feel like I'm part of this place and I belong? And then do those things with and for another person. The end goal is helping more people realize firsthand what they've been missing out on by defining their community too narrowly. Don't start as your first inclination a new program or a new ministry. Find a person who would love to be part of a community, and you might just be the key to making that happen. Spend some time together, and what you discover in doing that is you probably develop a new friend. I wonder if people with developmental disabilities might be just the people who are calling us to those kinds of relational experiences. And maybe that's exactly what a church needs to remind us about what's most important. Love God and love your neighbor. As I think about this work, the reason I'm so invested in it is because I've seen firsthand in my own life the impact that it can have. I was really a recipient of ministry by people with disabilities, and so I've tried to think about how do I help other people find that position as well.